don't worry about little details. Like if I'm going to draw a bird, I'm not going to try to start with a little detail like getting the eye just right or the beak or little things. I'm going to start with big, simple shapes. So if I'm going to draw the body of a bird, what's a simple shape I can start with just for the body? Yep. An oval. Awesome. So I'm going to start with an oval. Now that oval, I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about trying to get it just perfect. That's just something for me to start with. So I just kind of quick, easy oval. How about a head? What's a simple shape to start with for a head? Yep.
The circle.
A circle. Awesome. So I'm just going to draw a circle. Nice and easy. Now one thing, and you guys in the back might have a hard time seeing these lines because I'm not pushing down really hard. That's another thing when you're starting a picture. And this takes some practice, I think. But those first marks, don't push down really hard and make it really dark, because those marks might not be quite right yet. So the first marks I make, I kind of just let my pen, or even if you're using a pencil or crayon or anything, just kind of drag along the paper and leave a light mark. Now the bird's body, it's like an oval, but then it kind of comes to a point at the tail, right? So what shape could I add to this to make it pointy? Yep, a triangle. When I draw a cardinal, there are lots of triangles. I'm gonna add a triangle there. How about the wings? What's a good shape to start with for the wings? The wings they can be a lot of different shapes, but yeah. Yeah. Another triangle. I usually start with a triangle. So if we're gonna make the wings coming out, it's like a triangle going up that way. How about the beak? Yep. How about you in the Celtics shirt this time? Another triangle. There are a whole bunch of triangles. Cardinals have that little tuft of feathers on the back of their heads. What would that be? Yep. Yeah, they kind of end up kind of zigzaggy, but at first I'm going to make another triangle, sort of a curvy triangle. How about the tail feathers? They can be a few different shapes, but yep. Did you say something? I can't hear you. Oh, did you in the pic there, I think? Or someone just yell it out, I don't know. Triangle, yes. Notice a pattern here, right? It goes right off the page. I made the bird too big. So now we have an oval, a circle, and a bunch of triangles. Can you guys draw an oval and a circle and a bunch of triangles? Yeah. Sure, right? So now I have the shape of a bird, right? It's starting to look a little like a bird. And now I'm going to carve into it with details. Like the head has to be attached to the body, so I can kind of connect there. Make it a little darker over the back there. Make this connect. Now the wings aren't just triangles. They have all these beautiful feathers kind of growing out of the triangles. So I'm going to extend that shape for where the feathers will go. And then I can start to carve into it. I think of it like if I were a sculptor, I'd start with a big block of clay. And my first moves, I'd probably lop off a big section. And then I'd start to get into it with little tiny tools and start getting those details. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, where I can carve into the wing and really get each little feather. And now I'm going to push down a little harder with the marker because I'm feeling like a little more sure that these marks are in the right place. I can, with the mouth, kind of divide that beak in half, give it an eye. The male cardinal has sort of a mask on the face. You can divide this up into feathers. Goes right off the page. So see how those simple shapes turn into a bird now. I'm going to teach you guys a little trick here. This is how you can make your picture look like there's space, like it's not just a flat piece of paper. There are a lot of ways to do that, but one way is just to remember the idea that when something is up close, it looks bigger, and when something's far away, it looks smaller. So I'm going to pretend that that red is flying over New York City. So I'm going to make the Empire State Building here. And the building is further away from us, so it's going to be smaller on the page. So there's kind of a quick scribbly Empire State Building. Other buildings, I'll make a bunch of rectangles over here. One thing to remember too when you're drawing, don't worry about every mark being perfect. Sometimes I see kids draw and they spend a lot of time erasing. Because as soon as you make a mark you feel like it isn't quite right, you want to get rid of it. Sometimes that just slows you down. Sometimes you need those marks that aren't quite right so you can adjust. Like that oval, I didn't erase the oval, it's still there, the circle's still there, but I kind of drew right over it with darker lines. So see if you can try that when you're drawing. If you make something really big in your picture, like the bird here, and then something kind of small, and it looks like there's space. One of the ways you can do it is remember the idea that maybe make one thing overlapping another thing. Like these clouds, I'll make kind of disappear behind the bird, so you can tell they're further away. I'll make an airplane up here. All right, I think I'll stop there. We can do a little question time.